Have you ever felt like you were barely making it? Just trying to survive the day? I've been that person. But do you know that God just doesn't promise survival? He promises overflow. I'm reminded of the scripture, Psalms 23 and 5. I want to break that down. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. I want to break it down. He said he prepares a table. Does that mean he sets provision? Yes. Even in hard places? Yes. He'll take you and put you in a hard place. And in the presence of your enemy, his blessings are not just delayed because of opposition. He'll bless you in the midst of opposition. He said he anointeth my head with oil. Do you know that you are chosen, covered, and called? Your cup will run over. The cup that runneth over, is his blessing beyond your need. He blesses to overflow. Even when life feels like a battlefield, God is still pouring out his goodness. Every day, his mercy, his favor, his provision. I want to share a personal testimony. A time back in 2016, I was going through a circumstance that was quite difficult. I remember it was such a difficult season when I was fighting for custody of my daughter. As I was fighting for custody for her, he had possession of her at the time. And every time a visit was scheduled, he would find an excuse not to send her, claiming he couldn't afford the flight or needed the hotel or something covered. He didn't have enough income to bring her down. Instead of addressing his lack of effort, the judge would turn to me and say, "Mother, you'll need to cover the lack. You'll need to cover the airline ticket and his hotel." I remember thinking, why am I constantly paying the price for his shortcomings? I didn't argue with the judge, but I took it to God. I told him it felt so unfair. I was already stretched thin emotionally and financially. Have you been there? I was so stretched in those areas. Then out of nowhere, a check came in the mail. It was money that had been owed to me, but I had no idea it was coming. I didn't see that coming. It was exactly what I needed to cover all the costs. And in that moment, I thought, man, God is great. He reminded me in that moment that he is the God of overflow. What I thought was unfair turned out to be a blessing in disguise, because God always came through, and I always came through quietly and faithfully. It showed the judge something. It revealed my consistency and commitment, and eventually I was granted custody of my daughter. God just didn't meet my need. He exceeded it. My cup truly runneth over. I want to ask you, where have you seen God's overflow recently? Are you living in expectation of his abundance or settling for less? I want to say this prayer over you because I believe in prayer. Prayer is the number one thing that is an arsenal in the battlefield. I want to say, Father, I thank you for being a God of more than enough. Even amid trials, you anoint us, you prepare blessings and overflow our lives with your goodness. Please help us to recognize the overflow and walk in bold faith today. I declare that over every listener, every woman, every mother that is in a battle and don't know how to come out. I want you to know that God is the God of overflow. He will take you places and open up doors and shut doors that don't need to be opened. If you believe that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or think, according to the power that works within you, I want you to share this with the sister that needs this. Save this for days you must remember. Your cup is overflowing. Share this. Drop a dove in the comment if you know we serve a God of the overflow. And I want you to know you are loved beyond measure.